Come on, YouTube. There we go. Okay. So this is camp post 7 Pines, prepping for Gaines Mill. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sixth point in AO. That allows me to have up to 20 brigades and 4 divisions of 5 brigades each. Because I want to have my entire force on the board at the beginning of this battle, so they don't have to run from the reinforcement point. I'm going to add a division under Porter. Oh, and I should show, I'll make sure I get these guys in here so I don't forget. Double check the other artillery batteries. I'm not going to add any guys to the units that took a little bit of damage in the last battle, because it turns out if you max these guys out, you pay a penalty for it. So I'm going to go with what I've got and actually let these brigades get whittled down a little bit. Oh, yeah, the downside to that is I've got a full supply wagon in 2 Corps. Yeah, I'll think about that. Alright, so fortunately we have enough rifles, Springfields and the others, to bring these guys in, no problem. So they're going to be armed with regular 1855 Springfields and Lorenzes. Oh, and I'll show you the scaling. 44,962/82, and you'll notice it's already added 1 soldier. As you add brigades, it'll add like 1 or 2 guys, sometimes 10. It's quite odd, but it's manageable. These guys are going to have Lorenzes. Do I have enough? No, not even close. And the reason I'm doing 1,300 is because you can either have 3 1450 man brigades, or you can have 4 1300 man brigades. I have no idea why the extra 850 men doesn't matter to the game, but there you go. Type and size. So I think what I'm actually going to do, though, is I'm going to assign a general to that division. And I'm going to move 1 of these brigades here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want this supply wagon. So these guys will come in as reinforcements, and they'll bring the supply wagon with them. So if anybody's short on ammo, I can fill them back up. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys out and move them into 1st Division. Ideally, we'll leave the snipers as their own division. You can see so it went from 44,962 up to 45,043. So after adding all of those troops, it's gone up by 80 guys, give or take. It's weird, but you know, okay. Now comes the even weirder part. Adding artillery brigades. And we're going to use lieutenant colonels on these guys. So So note that I've added 2 6-gun batteries. Haven't triggered the scaling. I think it's, as I recall, it's the third 6-gun battery that triggers the scaling. Yeah, so note, that was 3 batteries, 6 guns each, 18 guns. So if I then disband those guys, and create 4-gun batteries, I can just keep loading these guys in. Not infantry, artillery. I think the game, possibly the game assumes that the 4-gun batteries are somehow not as effective, which could be the case, but it seems like having the extra batteries would more than make up for that. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. So that's 12. That's 16 guns. No scaling. So total of 20, 2 more than I just had. Look at that, no scaling, except for a handful of infantry. So yeah, I have no idea why it works that way, but there you go. So yeah, we're gonna fill those guys out with 4-gun batteries, and we've got one 1,300 man unit and 2 corps to bring in the ammunition for the artillery, or whoever needs it. All right, so let's get these guys reset. These guys are all 4th Division. And my plan is to have this 4th Division absorb the brunt of the attack. Yeah, that way I have most of my troops on the board, and we'll let 4th Division take the brunt of the attack, and then have one of the other divisions on guard on the flank, and the other division backing up 4th Division on top of the hill. We'll probably play our usual top of the hill defense. Next thing is we're going to sell this Napoleon. Always been unimpressed with the Napoleons except at point blank range. Now we have 100,000 bucks. Which means we need to buy some stuff. So we're gonna scoop up the 24-pounder barrels. I'm not gonna risk the 24-pounder barrels in a 4-man with an inexperienced crew, even though they probably do all right. I'm gonna grab the 20-pounder parrot, the remaining 20-pounder parrots. I'm gonna scoop up these Colts. Although I tried adding a skirmisher unit with the Colts and it didn't work. So yeah, I don't know what I'm not sure. Like I would add the unit and it would add like 1,000 guys to their side. So yeah, no idea on that one. Let's keep up the rest of these Harper's Ferries. Let's see. I can probably spend the rest of the money I've got on Springfields, but I don't think those will be super useful. Whereas filling out this supply for 3 Corps would probably be better. Yeah, that leaves me 958. I can spend the rest on. Actually, I think I'd rather save it. Yeah, no reason to buy the lesser guns when I'll get a whole bunch more Harper's Ferries after Gaines Mill. And I may want to save money because after Gaines Mill it's gonna go right into Malvern Hill, and I'll get the stuff that you buy between Gaines Mill and Malvern Hill. It's basically, you've got to buy it then. If you want to buy more artillery tubes or anything like that, you'll lose it if you don't buy it right then. So I can save the additional money. Keeping in mind that 3 Corps supplies can be used for that as well. Okay. This is what we're going to be taking into Gaines Mill. Once again, thanks for watching. Oh, save it. Yeah. Okay.